and I said I would never love again. I said I would never date again. I would never marry again. And I never wanted to be in another relationship. But because I took that break to go through and get through, I believe in love. I will marry again.
Yeah, baby.
I want to be happy. I will give 110%.
Next partner is going to be my... I got to look at you as a business partner. If I can't look at you as a business partner, I don't want to.
Believe that God is going to let me know, like, this is him, daughter. You can shake your head about it if you want to.
You know what's crazy?
But that's what I feel like. Now you just...
I'm still holding on, champion of the game.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and thank you guys for tuning in to Talks with Lori D each and every Wednesday, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. I do apologize for the delay. We were having some technical difficulties, but we're here. It's your host that does the most, Lori D, and the king, Mr. K.I., is in the building.
What it do?
As y'all can see, our girl Flavor is in here tonight. If you guys follow her on social media, give Flavor a lot of love, some hearts and prayers. She had death in the family, so she's not here with us this evening. We miss you, Flavor. What's going on, K.I.?
Man, just chilling, man. Just enjoying life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rolling with the punches, you know?
Yeah. Tonight we're going to talk about something that the topic came off of and spiraled into when what's the football player?
You talking about what the dude name from the producer? What's his name?
Well,
Russell
Crowder.
Yeah.
Crowder.
Oh yeah, Crowder.
Yeah,
Shannon Crowder.
Yeah.
When he was saying that Russell Westbrook is not Russell
Square.
He's a square. Huh. He's corny, and I just felt like that wasn't cool. Russell Wilson was corny and was square, and he was, if he didn't have the money, that Sierra wouldn't be with him. I just thought that wasn't cool. So as usual, we throw stuff out into our group chat, just having conversation. And K.I. brought up something very big. He says that because he's not the it guy, he's not the guy that around here, he's not the future.
Yeah, he's not the future.
He's not the future.
Right.
So people see him as a cornball, and people see him as a lame, and I just feel like that's crazy to even say. So we looked at it like, I asked K.I. something before the show started. I said, do you think white women emasculate their men? Is it only because on our flyer we put, in our black society, in our society today, we put the common behavior of emasculating a black man in today's society? So I asked him, do you think, but then I thought about it because I look at Housewives of Potomac, Jersey, Orange County, and
even
they be talking to their dudes crazy.
Kim Kardashian show, like when the what's her name again? The mom?
Yeah, Kris Jenner.
She used to try Bruce.
And look
why.
And look what happened.
You get what I'm saying? So she used to try Bruce.
Reason.
So
she has good reason.
Yeah.
So K.I. and I were talking about so many things before the show started while we were waiting for everything to get in order. And I was like, you know what? These are profound things to put out there and to say on the show. But I wanted to give the definition of emasculation or emasculating a man. And it says the removal of male ego, pride, empowerment. Women are often unaware when they do this. They wonder why men get so angry, defensive, or shut down. A common example of emasculation is when a man isn't able to be himself, speak his mind, and that acquires other things in relationship that leads to cheating because someone else isn't emasculating him. They're feeding his ego.
Hey, you want to hear something? I had this conversation earlier with a young lady, and she was like, why men cheat? I say, men cheat because we want to still feel like we it. You get what I'm saying? We still want to feel like we got it. We don't cheat because we love the girl, want the girl in any type of way like that. We just want to feel like, man, I can still get her. I'm still able to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's an ego thing with us.
It's an ego thing, but I feel like it's real sick because do you know who you are?
Yeah, maybe because our significant other don't make us feel that way. So, you know what I'm saying? With you, we might feel some type of way. And with the other woman, she make us feel like she's stroking our ego. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest that I know what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But, okay. What men don't understand is that they control the room.
Okay.
They set the tone and they control the relationship.
Right.
They control the atmosphere. Because if a woman feels comfortable where she can be herself, like Flavor always says, I want a person to love me bare. If she can be herself, I promise you, I don't care how much of an alpha female she is, how independent she is, how strong-minded she is, how big of a mouth she is. When a woman feels loved and you set that proper tone, I can bet you every dollar I have, and I can speak for myself, I am going to love on my man. I am going to respect my man. Trust me, I'm going to stroke his ego.
No, I believe that. I believe that.
But this is what I'm saying. Men don't understand that you don't have to go outside your home. You don't have to. I can promise you that. You don't have to, because I've said it before, like the word bitch. If you say bitch, or laugh when you say it, it comes off differently. If you sit a woman down and you tell her, I've literally said, what can I do to make this better? But I know that disrespect caused a problem. And I didn't realize until maybe like 2015 how important respect is to a man, which is just the same as love is to a woman.
Yeah.
And I understand that taking a man's manhood by talking to him crazy and different things like that. But I can guarantee you, and I can only speak for myself. I only talk about what I know, what I've been through, and what I'm doing. I can speak for myself. I wasn't always like that.
Gotcha.
Something had to happen. Something had to be done for me to behave that way, or for any woman to behave the way. Now, if she's just an angry black woman walking around mad as hell, sister, get your shit together. But my thing of it is, why does Russell Wilson have to be corny?
I mean, Russell Wilson, I don't think he's corny. I think that's the type of dude I want my daughter to marry.
The thing of it is, it's not even about being a type of dude. He's a man that is sure of himself. He is a man that knows God. He is a man that wants to do the right thing. Like, he got his woman. He know what he want. Like, a lot of people get married and they not ready to get married. A lot of people get married because it's a culture thing. A lot of people get married because it's beneficial. It's financially. It works. She's good for the dynamic. She's good for the look, or whatever the case may be. This man knows. And a lot of people always talk about the stupid shit. I see the memes and girls always saying it. I need to know the Sierra prayer. Do you know that he did an interview and he said, I hear all the jokes, people saying they want to know the Sierra prayer and what she prayed for, but nobody ever asked me what I prayed for. Nope. And the Bible says, if a man, he loves you the way that he loves God, the way, God loved the church. Listen, what did that man ask for? What did that man pray for? What does that man want? But that's a man who's sure of himself. Like you just said, men step out. They step out because they want some other shit. They need to feed some other stuff inside of them. That's because they don't know who they are. Now, if you just hot in the ass and you like multiple women and you like fucking multiple women, then you should not have a full-blown relationship. And no woman should disrespect her man, emasculate her man. No woman should do that. And the thing of it is, too, I feel like men are not honest with themselves. They're not honest with their boys. So how the fuck as women, we want you to be honest with us? But I think that men are like that because as women, we never shut up. We always got some shit to say. We always got our friends because women, when we don't know who we are, we have a group of friends, a collective group of friends. You may have one that's a thought. You may have one that's work hard. And when you don't know who you are emulating your circle. So with that being said, a man has to deal with all these different personalities. And men sometimes don't feel safe. I feel like our black men, especially because I don't date white men and I don't know anything about a white-black relationship, black men don't feel safe. And that's why we're losing a lot of our black men to white women. Because they don't feel safe. They feel unappreciated. They feel deprived. Why are you laughing?
Nah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, I was not being petty.
We say you being
I was
petty.
not being petty. I'm being honest that we're losing a lot of our black men to white women because they be quiet. They take the bullshit. I've had someone tell me that maybe if you would have shut up a little bit, you might still be able to do whatever. And I feel like, why can't we have uncomfortable conversations? Like, without me disrespecting you and without you, like, why people just, I want to be with someone, and I think that relationships are best when I know you and you know me. You allow me to get to really know you.
I agree.
To really get to know you. Like, as a man, you don't hold no bars with me, and I don't hold none with you. Imperfections make perfections.
So let's get back to the topic with Crowder.
Yeah.
Okay, he said that
Russell Wilson is a lame and he's corny and
she wouldn't date him if he didn't have money.
If he didn't have the money.
I think that's bullshit.
I think he was wrong for saying that.
I think he was wrong I think he was out of pocket for saying that. You know what I'm saying? I think what he was trying to say is like the type of dudes that Sierra is attracted to, Russell ain't it. You feel what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for the money, she wouldn't be attracted to him. But he shouldn't call him lame. I don't think he's lame at all.
But this is the thing, though. I've heard people say, I guess no amount of money is ever enough money. You always want more, you want more, you want more. But she ain't no bum-ass bitch. She has her own money. You understand what I'm saying? So she could be with anybody that she wants to be with. So I always thought that a lame is a person that isn't up with time. Like, you know, I saw someone post, give me a lame ass nigga wearing K-Swiss. I saw somebody post that.
Why? Because it's safe.
It's safe. Give me a lame ass nigga that wear K-Swiss.
So hold on. So let's be devil advocate on this one, right? So Sierra maybe chose to be with Russell because it's safe over there.
Yes.
Being with Future is not safe.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. Let me tell you.
So maybe Crowder have a point there.
No, he doesn't.
No, listen.
I'm listening.
Your homegirl, what the homegirl said? I'd rather be with a dude that wear K-Swisses.
Yeah,
right?
That's what she said.
Why?
She said, give me a nigga with K-Swiss any day. I'm tired of these Future ass niggas.
Because he looked lame. He looked lame.
Yeah, I guess.
So when he looked lame, that means he's not going to get in trouble with the other women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if this nigga wearing like, you know, nice shit and he dripped from head to toe, he going to have a problem. Other women going to be attracted to him.
But we talked about this before, that when a man when he's someone that other women look at, like he has options, that's a problem. But see, that goes back. I won't have to talk shit to you if in fact you make me feel comfortable. You make me not have to be worried. Like, I saw them at a football game, and he was standing there with her, and Sierra was dancing her ass off, and he was letting her be herself.
Yeah, shit, fuck that. Do your thing.
This is what I'm saying. He lets her be herself. Now, they show, like, when she's with Future, she's like a mannequin. Because you got to always be on the lookout. She with Russell, she ain't worrying about nothing. She with Russell, she's not worrying about one damn thing.
She know the women ain't gonna check for Russell.
No, Russell ain't checking for the women. Why I gotta be that way?
Listen,
Russell ain't checking for the women.
I ain't finished. The women ain't gonna check for Russell, and Russell ain't gonna check for the women.
Trust, he got money. Hoes checking for him. Trust me, especially the Caucasian ones. Let me tell you something. They can spot, before we can spot the bag, before we can spot the prize, them white girls spot it.
Nah, I get it. I get it.
And black girls are so retarded that they aren't paying attention that they playing the role.
So let me ask you a question.
All they got to learn to do is learn how to cook, and they got them.
Future or Russell?
At this age, I take a Russell.
Okay, but your early age?
I've had a couple of Futures.
You prefer the Future in your early age?
I didn't prefer.
So in your early days, you'll take a Russell?
I would have took a Russell.
Okay.
I'm a Virgo. I love. I would have took a Russell. But men want to feel safe. They feel I'm not a man, so I'll say this to you.
I don't think Russell don't feel safe with Sierra. I feel like he feels safe as hell.
I think he does.
I think the person that don't feel safe is fucking Will Smith. He's the one who getting emasculated.
Yeah, that shit that Jada just did.
And Jada didn't even
me.
back him up with that slap. She made it seem like, yo, you was not supposed to do that.
But see, this is what I talk about. As a woman, we are to protect our men. Women always want men to protect them. And like I said last week, when I said show up to the Lori D party, I don't mean I want you around here beating up people. That's not what I mean, because I'm going to protect you. And protecting doesn't always mean physical. If she didn't like what Will did, she didn't like the slap, that was between her and Will.
I agree.
That was not for her to put out on social media, in an interview or anything. Of course, they're probably going to do the red table talk and they're going to put it out there, but that was nothing to be said. But you have women on a daily basis that, and you said it, they emasculate they men and men, period. They have no respect for them.
Especially
but that doesn't make him a lame.
Women from Miami? Oh, they don't respect men at all. I'm sorry.
Why does it have to be Miami?
Miami women is a different beast, a different quality of
because
woman.
Miami is a different beast.
Yeah, Miami is a different beast.
Miami
in
is
its own, but
the
women here
world.
is tough. They tough. They tough. You know what I'm saying? Especially the young ones.
I'm gonna ask you, why do you think that there's so many independent women? Why do you think there's so many women trying to be bosses? Or why do you think there's so many women that are like fuck niggas and have a whole lineup?
They don't want to have to deal with a nigga shit. They don't want to have to deal with a nigga shit. They don't want to have to feel like they are in a restricted relationship, meaning that, hey, he got a handcuffs on me and I can't do what I want to do because he's taking care of me and because he's the head of the household. So women feel like, shit, let me get my own shit so this nigga can't tell me shit. I could do whatever I want, you know what I'm saying, with whoever I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what women, I feel like that's what women want to be at. Like, that's where that's the comfort area they want to, like, they want to be at. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want to be in that zone right there.
I disagree.
I feel like y'all want to feel like y'all can do whatever y'all want.
But what is do whatever you want?
You know what I'm saying? Nigga can't tell y'all shit.
Nah, that's not my life. That's not my life. That's not my mentality. That's not the way I see things.
But that's why there's a lot of independent women, though. We talking about independent women.
I'm independent because I don't have no choice.
No, but a lot of the women do have a choice.
I would like to be dependent. I would like to be dependent and independent. I would like both.
Why most women are independent?
Because they don't have a choice. It has nothing to do with wanting to do your own thing and all that other stuff. Okay, the first problem is, and this is where emasculating come in at.
They don't have a choice.
First problem is, you just said it. If the man is paying the bills and he's taking care of her, he should never say, see, respect goes both ways.
I agree. My
father-in-law told me the most expensive thing for a woman, on a woman, and to a woman that a man can never afford is her mouth. The stuff that come out of there is too expensive. And if a man, I can say me, I don't need you throwing up in my face what you've done for me or what you're doing for me or whatever. I'm not your child. I'm not your child. Now, I don't want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells because you're paying all the bills. And I am not every typical woman. I am not the woman. But I know for me, there's nothing that I won't do for you. There's nothing I won't give you. There's no heights that we can't go. There's nothing that I won't try to make happen for us or for our family. If, in fact, I know that you got my back like I got yours. It's not a dictatorship. I should speak to you with respect. If I'm not with you in your presence, I should carry myself with respect as well. Mm-hmm. But there's different forms of disrespect, and we talked about that last week. Cheating is a form of disrespect.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is why women come out their mouth crazy to a man. But if we had self-respect, if you had self-respect, you would let him go and go on with your life.
I agree with that too.
Because you wouldn't have to argue. You wouldn't have to belittle him. You wouldn't have to be bitter. But sometimes, and I can speak for myself again, we don't think we can be alone. We don't think we can have better. So we feel stuck. And especially when money is in play.
I think people just don't want to have to start all over. Having to start all over is like a drag. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I got to go find me a person again. I got to go through the whole dating situation. I got to make sure this person, I can, click with this person and shit like that. A lot of people just don't want to go through that process. So they're like, man, you know what? Fuck it, I'll just deal with it. But the thing they need to worry about is like, once you make your mind up and say, I'm going to deal with this situation, you just got to deal with it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that situation because you decided to stay and say, fuck it, I'm going to treat this man any type of way. Or vice versa.
Would you date a white woman?
No, I'm not into white women. That's not my thing. I love black women. Black women, oh my God. Black women are it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, black women are gods to me, man. Shit. Thank you, God. You feel me? That's how I look at a black woman. That's my view on the black woman.
Yeah, baby.
I don't look at Spanish women. They cool. I had a few, but you know what I'm saying? The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
yeah, baby.
I say that to say, have you ever been in a relationship or a situationship where you felt like she was disrespecting you?
You know, I never really ever got into a situation like that until at the end when it was total disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? But throughout the whole process, I never really got in a heated altercation with women because a woman know not to push like that, not to push my button that far. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I carry myself in a certain way that, hey, man, don't play with me like that. You feel me?
Okay.
And
I believe that that's important.
Yeah.
That's why I said, because you know who you are.
Yeah. Like you said, when you can sense a nigga present when he walk in the room and he set the tone. I get that. I get that. I agree with you 100%. And I feel like a nigga shouldn't be in back and forth with a female anyways, like exchanging words. Like, yo, she say some shit you don't like. Look at her, give her that look, and she gonna tighten up.
But that calls from when you set the tone in the beginning of the relationship.
Yeah.
See, when you come into the relationship being as a man, I would never emasculate or disrespect a man who comes into the situation where they let it known from the beginning. I'm going to respect you. You respect me. And if they have a problem with something that I did or something that I said, let's talk about it. I can argue. I can yell. I'm great at those things. But to be honest, I don't want to. And some people may feel like I do, but I really don't want to. I prefer to just talk things out. Because if I love this man, I don't want to call him no fuck nigga.
Yeah.
If I love this man, I don't want to call him no bitch. If I love this man, I don't want to hurt his feelings. If I love this man, I don't want to make him feel less than. If I love this man, I don't want to make him feel unappreciated, undervalued. If I love him, I don't want to do that. If I care for him, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I don't think no woman should do that. But if he loves me and he cares for me, he should be open and honest with me. He should respect me.
I think that's another thing too. Dudes need to learn how to be honest, man. We tend to tell the truth to everybody else but the man. You know what I'm saying? The woman at the house. And I think she don't deserve all the honesty in the world. You feel me?
To be honest, I really don't understand why people cheat.
I mean, like I said,
I'm going to be so real with you.
I don't want to be a cheater ever again. Y'all hear me? My future wife, my future girlfriend, I don't want to cheat on you. I just want to love you. I'm done with them. That stage is over with.
He is selling himself, y'all.
Now I'm telling you, that stage is over with. I want to just have one woman, build that woman. I mean, I don't mean build her, but I just want to build with her. You know what I'm saying? Be a partner with her. You know what I'm saying? I just want to love her. That's what I want to do.
Hey, look into the camera and talk to the camera.
Hey, I just want to focus on that one woman. You know, whenever that time comes, and that's it. I ain't got time to be spreading my energy here and there.
And I can promise you, K.I., I can promise you, if you do that.
Oh, I'm going to do that.
Listen, if you do that, you're going to be a happy man. You're going to be a loved man. You're going to be an appreciated man. You would never be disrespected. You would never feel sexually frustrated or deprived. I'm telling you, if you focus on one woman, put your energy towards her, watch what comes back to you.
All right, we going to see.
We got to take a break. And I said I would never love again. I said I would never date again. I would never marry again. And I never wanted to be in another relationship. But because I took that break to go through and get through, I believe in love. I will marry again.
Yeah, baby.
I want to be happy. I will give 110%.
Next partner is going to be I got to look at you as a business partner. If I can't look at you as a business partner, I don't want to.
I feel you. That God is going to let me know, like, this is him, daughter. You can shake your head about it if you
know
want
what's crazy?
but that's what I feel like. Now you just...
Dance slow, dancing my ass off because I love to dance. And then he come bring me a napkin.
Oh, hell no. A napkin? What the fuck?
I'm dancing my ass off. I mean, I'm sweating like fuck.
Ugh.
What's the problem?
Girl, nah. Go ahead.
But I need to wipe my sweat up.
She dripping wet with sweat.
But I'm dancing so much. I need
sweat dripping all over.
You need to sit your ass down.
Why? I love to dance.
Girl, go ahead.
I ain't dripping wet.
No, her supposed to be wet, not her forehead and underarms and shit.
Back.
I'm dancing.
Well, I wouldn't come close to you at all. That's
you.
why you don't like
Sweat
to
back.
your space stank ass.
Hey, this Station 100.
Man, I know somebody got something to say about that. What is all of that?
Station 100.
Come on now, and the band play it on. I see you, Kudos. Bad Boys 2, the soundtrack. Let's go.
All right. Back at it again. You rocking with the Bad Boys on Station 100. It's a show about nothing where we talk about every mother-loving thing. It's your boy Legend. It's your boy Streeter.
Drama.
Smoke. There was a time I went into like a dark place off some shit that happened at the office.
You showed your true you.
And that shit started fucking with me, bro. Because I realized I was no longer capable. No, hold on. Let me phrase this. There was a time in my life, I was having a conversation with my friend last night. And I was like, the version of me you know now is an evolved version. There was a time in my life where I would do shit and I wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah.
And then that dark shadow stands
Bro,
right there.
I woke up in the middle of the night fucking screaming because the nigga was looking dead at me.
You could actually scream?
But there was no face.
Nah. I felt that nigga heat,
Bro. You feel it and you like, what the fuck?
Who?
Whoever that nigga is, bruh.
The nigga came.
The nigga God sent for you when you about to fall off the
Okay, we're back from break. Thank you guys if you're still tuned in. So I thought that because I like corny jokes. Like I do. Like I don't mind. That's why you said previously would I have okay, I'm gonna give you an example. When I was in college.
Hold on, before you get into that, got some people who chimed in. I want to get them said Sierra can't control Future. That's why she probably went.
That's facts.
Also. And they said Lori D. Whatever. That person don't make no sense. Okay.
No, what did they say?
Okay, say Lori D early age would have took Future all day. So Lori D at her early age would have took Future
for
all
sure.
day.
For sure.
Lori D,
for sure.
Lori D,
like she
for
capping.
sure.
They
Lori
saying
D,
she capping.
no. Y'all know I keep it 100.
KJ,
Lori,
that's KJ tucking like that.
Y'all know I keep it 100. Lori D.
Hey KJ, you definitely incorrect.
KJ, you right. Lori D at her early age, used to talk to a DJ. Okay. He was hot in the ass and wild at parties, looser than a motherfucking goose. Lori D talked to a gangster from 61st Street. He was hot in the ass, looser than a motherfucking goose. Lori D went to college. And Lori D started talking to a basketball player.
Really?
He was like 6'9". He was Jamaican and Chinese. He had beautiful eyes. He had hair like mine. He was what was popping. And you want to know how this motherfucker got me? So in college, everybody goes to the cafeteria to eat. And on Tuesday, we used to have fried chicken and collard greens day. So everybody's in there. So this particular Tuesday, I was a freshman in school. I was early. So he was walking behind me, and he's a jokester. He's like tall as hell. He's a jokester. And he was like, you need to hurry up and move, whatever. And I turned around. I really didn't have much to say. So we was walking, and then when I went to sit down, he was like, you gonna sit with me? But he was actually being friendly. So we were talking, and he said, you got a boyfriend? And I said, no. And he said, I'm gonna get you, you're gonna be my girlfriend. I'm gonna get you your first gift. So I'm like, this nigga's such a fucking cornball. Like, what are you doing? He took a fork and put it on my wrist and bent the fork and made it a bracelet. And he was like, next time I see you, I want to see you with this bracelet.
It worked, huh? It worked.
It worked. Hey, I ain't. That's some shit I'll do. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey, let me read some more real quick, man. Somebody said, yes, K.I., make your plea, baby. Miss K.I. is somewhere out there waiting for you. Speak it into existence.
I know matter of fact, she already know she's out there. Homie, what you talking about?
So listen.
Hold on now. I got to get one more. This is the last read, okay?
Yeah.
Last read. K.I. is going Pauly.
Nah. I think he'll play Pauly right now, but for life, for commitment, nah. He won't commit to that life.
Look into the camera. Answer that.
Pauly, I'm thinking about it. But I think I don't want. It's just right now. I think I don't want that.
This nigga
I don't want that headache.
Listen, this nigga want to be on vacation somewhere with a broad land between his legs, laid up with a cigar, feeling himself.
All right, this is how I feel. I want to have one chick, but I want to explore other women with her too from time to time.
Okay.
From time to time.
Okay.
Not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to just focus on her. But from time to time, baby, you want to play? All right, we go play a little bit.
Okay.
That's it.
I could dig it.
Yeah.
Somebody say, Lord, why you ain't with the basketball player now?
Okay, so what happened was, now this is when.
Did he make it to the league?
No, he's actually a school teacher, I believe.
That's why you ain't with him. Okay,
That's not true.
Go ahead.
So he actually was like real cool. Took me home to meet his parents. I had a little bucket. He used to fix on my car for me in school.
That's what's up.
He was like, listen, basketball games, I used to wear his number on the back of my shirt. I remember he won homecoming and I ran out the bleachers and he picked me up. It was all of that. And then somebody hit me up and said, "You still talk to so-and-so?" I'm like, "Yeah. Well, I just saw him in the library with so-and-so." Huh? What? I get to the library.
He's there.
He's there.
With so-and-so.
She worked in the library.
Oh, okay.
And he had his hand pulling her shirt, looking at her shirt, but playing around. Now, this particular individual was a jokester. Everybody knew he was a flirt. He was whatever. Okay. So I walked up in the library. That was the first time I realized acting a donkey works a little bit.
So you act a donkey.
So I was like, excuse me.
So you did some wild shit.
It wasn't real wild. But I saw the little bit of wild kind of like let him know don't play with me. But all that did was make him be even sneakier and not out in the open. So
how long does this thing last?
We were together my freshman year, like maybe 3 semesters, so maybe almost a year. And then I moved away, and I was in Tallahassee. Got right back into I started talking to he was real quiet. He wasn't no lame. He wasn't corny. He was actually the weed man in school up there in Tally. And he wasn't corny at all, but he was very low key. You would never see him. You would never nothing. Real low key. But I was at a point where I wanted a relationship. But he was very like honest with me. Listen, you be here every day. I take you to school. You food, whatever, whoop, but I don't want none of that. So then I met an individual who wanted the things that I wanted, who wanted a relationship, who wanted someone to be faithful, who appreciated the fact that I cooked and I cleaned and I was a Susie homemaker. I had a job and I was even in school. So compared to what I used to have, you could say that I got with a lame. That's what I thought while I was in Tallahassee. I thought he was quiet, church boy.
I think the problem is the terminology is fucked up. I think the terminology that we're using, lame.
But this is what they're using. But I wouldn't call, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Compared to what they saying, you would say he a lame. For me, I wouldn't say that. I thought that I literally met who God had for me. I even gave him a nickname. I called him G-Man. I told him he was God sent. And he had a career. He came from a good family. He
responsible.
He knew what he wanted with life.
Okay.
He was very respectful. He treated me like I mattered. He was catering even from afar. And then I came to Miami. And that's when I realized that he wasn't a lame. He wasn't quiet. He was like America's North Miami's most motherfucking wanted.
For real?
He was North Miami's most motherfucking wanted. He was popping. His name ring bells. And because of what I thought and what I had from afar, once I got close up on it, I didn't want to let that go.
So it got exciting.
No, it became painful.
For real? So hold on. You thought you had the reason why you date the hot boys because it's exciting, right? The situation is spicy.
I was too young to know what spicy is. I was too young.
So what's spicy to you?
I know what spicy is now.
What is it?
Always laughing, always spontaneous, always fun, and that's who I am.
So when at first you thought he was this quiet individual,
and I like that,
professional.
That's
like what that. You was into. Then
I like that.
You realize he's very spicy.
No, he's very hot, not spicy. He was very hot, and because of the cheating, because of the outside, I began to emasculate my man. I began to disrespect my man.
Damn.
Now, I wouldn't do it in front of people. I would never take his manhood that way. But what I didn't understand is doing it behind closed doors.
It's the same.
It's the same shit. And I didn't understand that. See, I come from a household full of women. So everybody in the household is strong and say what they want to say. But what my grandma used to always say is, it don't matter. She wouldn't just say it with your mate. It don't matter who walk inside their door. They shouldn't know what went on before they came inside.
So is it safe to say that women, if you don't treat your man in that disrespectful manner, you got a better chance of him doing right?
No, he was doing wrong before I started disrespecting him.
It's just going to make the situation worse.
It made it worse.
So like I was saying, if you don't approach the situation in that manner, there's a chance of it getting better.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
But that's if he wants. Remember what I said in the beginning. Men set the tone.
It'd be y'all to be
But men set the tone. Men set the tone. If a woman ever comes to you, Ki, and asks you, "What can I do to make this better? What can I do to fix us? What can I do? What is it that you're missing?" If a woman knows you, I can feel the energy. I can look into your eyes and tell that something isn't right, that you're missing something. Keep it real with me. Keep it raw. Keep it 100. Because you said something earlier. If a woman loses respect for you, she gonna talk shit that is crazy all the time.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna let her talk shit. I'm gone. Because once the respect gone, I'm gone with it. So I ain't worried about that shit.
But why not before you get there, you take the necessary steps to...
I already told you. I already know what the necessary steps are.
And what are those?
Like I said, my job as a man is to be a provider and protector and not make my woman look stupid out there. That's my job. I am representation of her. So my job is to make sure I do my job and protect her in that manner, and she gonna be all right. Now, if she come at me with some other shit, then I did everything I was supposed to do. Then I'm gone.
I get that. And I feel like my job as a man's woman, as a man's friend, is to protect him as well.
Real quick, phone number 786-384-2096. The phone line is wide open, 786-394-2096. Phone line is wide open. Real quick question from one of our YouTube listeners who's typing in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so very much for all your comments. She says, Lori D and K, I give your opinion. Should someone go back to their ex? Why or why not? Should you go back to your ex? Why or why not?
I'll let Lori D handle that first, and I'll say mine.
It's up to you. If you feel like what broke y'all, what was the reason for there not to be you guys, if that person has changed, if that person has grown, if that person has healed, and if that person, I don't need to know all the details,
right,
but if we can have an honest conversation, because if in fact you do something to me and I feel like I didn't deserve it, I need to understand what made you want to do that. So if in fact I feel like listen, you do what works for you. Nobody can tell you who and how to love. If you love that person, if you're in position, meaning not with somebody else to hurt somebody else, if you're in position and you love this person, and if you know that this is your person, and because shit was fucked up, or you was fucked up, or he was fucked up, and y'all come back together and y'all can rebuild, restore, and renew, I see nothing wrong with making up with an ex. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like you said, we both know what we did to tarnish the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And prior to even getting back to each other, it should be a conversation. Like, yo, I know I did this, and I know you did this, and I'm willing to, move past that, and I'm willing to be a better person. And if the conversation is what y'all both looking for, I think, yeah.
But the only way that's gonna work, when you are apart,
we need some time apart.
You have to forgive that person.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Forgiveness is not for them. Sure. Forgiveness is for you.
Yeah.
So while you apart from this person, work on you. Deal with you. heal you. Forgive them because when you're bitter, everything is clouded.
Yeah.
And remember, taking it from me, I'm speaking of myself. When you're bitter, everything is clouded. You're upset, you're angry, and when you're hurting, we bleed on people that don't deserve it. Because he may have changed or she may have changed. And because you're still holding on to that, you're bleeding back on them.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
That's for sure.
So
what would be a reason for somebody not to get back with their ex?
If that person never changed.
Yeah, that person never changes. If that person isn't sincere and never changes. If y'all broke up because the cheating is excessive, it couldn't stop. He just couldn't be with one woman, or she couldn't be with one man. Y'all not together. They got a whole new woman or a whole new man, and they still fucking around and still cheating. It's who they are. So if you decide you want to go back to that, you shouldn't have never left in the first place. You should never go back to anything or anyone that broke you, that is not prepared to help rebuild you. So that's why I said renew, rebuild, and restore. That's the only way you can get something new. You have to acknowledge the pain that you cause on people. If you're going to go back and try to do it again. You got to acknowledge, what I did, and not that bullshit ass play shit. I'm so sorry that, no. What I did was fucked up. When I did blah, 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 it was fucked up. I know what I did, and I know I hurt you. You didn't deserve it. Whatever the case may be, however you give a true, honest apology. Now, the best apology is change behavior. So when you're apart, you have to work on yourself. You have to forgive that person, and also forgive yourself for allowing the bullshit to happen. And then if it's God's will, and if it's really what you want, and it's your heart desires, and you and this person come back together, the shit can be beautiful. It can be like fucking magic.
Like I always say, man, everything could be fixed. You know what I'm saying? You just got to take on accountability for your part and your fuck up. And that's it. You know what you did wrong. And you only can fix what you did wrong. You can't fix what your partner did wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Take accountability of your wrongdoing and do everything you need to do. I hope you did everything you needed to do to change. And if you come as a new person, I mean, shit, I don't see no problem with the shit, man.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes, like I said, when you don't know who you are and you're trying to figure that shit out, it's best to be single anyway.
Yeah.
Don't be around here lying and making these unbroken promises to individuals that you know you can't do. Be single. Enjoy yourself. Wrap that shit up and live your life.
I agree.
Now, if in fact, you know what? I've been out here. This shit ain't working. This bitch don't cook like my girl used to. She don't rub my feet. She don't do my nails. She don't rub my head. Listen, when I go on vacations with this new girl, it ain't no vibe like when it was with my girl. You know what I'm saying? With him, when I say I want to go shopping or whatever, he got to give me this. You realize that out there, and like old people say, the grass was not greener on the other side. Now, you come back to the table. You have to humble yourself. You have to. Because especially if you cause pain on somebody. But if this person, if you're both available, if you're both willing, you're both open and honest, I wouldn't give a fuck if you went back to your nigga or your girl from 2004.
Yeah, as long as
got another read. Got another read, guys. Real quick, one of our all-time fans of the show, showing love all the time, Mr. Russo. He said 80% of men settle for marriage in their 20s because they actually do love their partner. But the thing is, in our 20s is our primes. We want multiple partners, but don't know how to express it.
That's facts.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
And like I always say, I feel like, okay, in our 20, see, men, when we love a woman, we love a woman. We really do love y'all, man. Don't get it twisted. When we really do love y'all, you know what I'm saying? We really feel some type of way about y'all. But at the same time, our body is not ready just to settle down with one pussy. It's just like, damn, we want multiple pussy too. You know what I'm saying? Until we get to that point where in life that we like, okay, you know what? I love her and I only want to be with her, and that's it. But in our 20s, we in our prime, man. I don't think, like I'm going to keep saying this shit. No man on the face of earth should be in a committed relationship before the age of 33. So we won't have these problems.
And I feel like no woman should commit to any man until she is happy with herself and knows herself.
Facts.
Because when you don't know yourself and you're not happy with yourself, you put a lot of pressure on a man because you're trying to find your happiness within him. You're trying to find your happiness through him. But if you love you, and Lori D didn't love Lori D until 2020. I've never loved me.
For real?
I've never loved me. I've never loved me. I felt happiness loving others and then them appreciating it. I've never loved me because I didn't know me.
Do you know you now?
I know me like the back of my motherfucking hand.
Do you love the person you are now?
I love me.
Okay, good.
I love all of me. I'm not perfect, but I love me.
That's what's up.
Like, I'm a solid bitch. I'm solid. And that has to go a long way in friendships and in relationships.
Yeah, for sure.
I am solid. If I'm for you, I'm for you. I'm riding with you till the motherfucking wheels fall off. But I'm in a place now, and this is how I know I love me. This is how I know that I've grown. When you set boundaries, I would no longer be a nigga side bitch, second bitch, number one bitch. I am the and the only, or I am nothing, because that's what I deserve. So for me, I've set boundaries in my life. See, I had so much energies and so many people around me and in my space as far as friends and all type of stuff. And I accepted a lot of things and was okay with a lot of things because I never wanted to be alone. I never wanted to be by myself.
Somebody said, I learned to love myself and I am truly happy with myself. Thank you, Lori D, for being transparent.
It's a beautiful thing when you know who you are, when you love yourself. It's a beautiful thing.
If you don't love yourself, you can't love another individual.
Hey,
man.
do me a favor, fellow guys out there. This is Station 100. We appreciate every last one of you showing love. We got a few people watching, but we only got about half with thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Show us some love. That helps us out as well. And share it, man. Let somebody know Lori D. Talks with Lori D is on. K.I. and Flavor. Flavor's not here. Y'all show us some love on her Instagram. She had a passing in her family. So we want to show her love at this time. But keep showing us love at the same time. Give us a thumbs up, man. Show us that what we're doing makes sense.
And the thing of it is, you can't live through your children. And I have boys. Mm-hmm. So I always said, like, you know, these are the little men that are going to love me forever. Still, that's me not.
Which is true.
It's true, but that's me looking for satisfaction and looking for love. That's me knowing that there's a solid foundation because they come from me. So I'm feeling that there's no way in hell they could ever betray me. They need me. They won't do me wrong. This is just my mind frame, because when you don't know yourself, you don't love yourself, you always yearning and wanting more from others when you find that within yourself. So I'm like, the word okay for me now, that's like my word. I'm okay with everything. And things can bother me. I posted something today. I said some people are genuinely happy, and then there are some of us that are distracted from sadness because we just living and going through life. But if you keep pushing and you keep going, then therefore you'll be okay. And it goes to emasculating your man, emasculating your mate. When you a solid woman and you know you a good woman, who you are and your energy that you pull, you're going to treat him as such. And if he ain't no fucked up dude, he going to do two things. Two things. If he really care about you, he going to get his shit together, or he going to go on about his business because he know I shouldn't even be doing her like this. And that's probably...
But you got to respect that, though.
And you have to respect that. You have to respect that. But don't do no creep shit. Like, tell me you don't want to be with me. Tell me, you know what? A situation is through money.
Okay, listen. Because that's the only shit that makes sense to us.
Let me throw this out there. Here's what it says. He says, majority of men are learning who and what they really want in their mid and late 30s, but society has programmed us for monogamy and is the only option. Like, that's the only option. Not saying that poly is for everyone.
Nah. Listen, poly is not
Maybe
for
we
everyone.
need to have a show about that.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think rather than getting into it and explaining it, because I'm not sure if any one of you two are experiencing it. I don't think you guys
yeah,
are.
I'm a little experienced.
You know.
I'm a little experienced.
But hey, let's get Dave on. So I want to get him on the show.
We could do a couch conversation.
Yeah,
they don't live here. I've talked to them before.
Yeah,
they don't live here, so
Okay,
we can connect with them the next time they come. We could do a couch conversation.
Well, being that I am the producer, we can actually have them live on their phone and live on the show if that's what they want to do.
Or on a tablet or
on a tablet,
computer.
and then we could connect them. You guys will be able to see
we could
them.
do that. I'm down with it.
So
why he had to?
I got to put it out there.
I'm the producer.
I'm the producer, and I'm a part of Go Live Express. Just in anybody need any videos. But he says females have been dreaming of their wedding day since they were probably about 8 to 13 years old. Most men do not even think about marriage until they are with the partner that they really love.
I can agree. I'll say this. Monogamy is real and it's still out there, but it's not for everybody. It's not. But for those that it is for, practice that. But if you're disrespecting a man, if you're talking to a man crazy, he's not just going to be for you.
That's for sure.
He's not going to be just for you.
That's for sure. I'm going to keep it 100. Ain't no man with that shit, man. He going to be all right. He going to be, when he around you, he going to play it cool.
Yeah, but the biggest thing,
he wants something else.
But see, you see what you just said earlier. You said earlier, I'll look at her or I'll whatever. Those are boundaries. You setting the tone. If you got a problem with something, say it. If you are upset about something, say it.
No, I'm talking about I ain't going to sit here and argue with you, man. I ain't got time for that.
I don't want to argue either.
Yeah, I ain't got time. We're going to communicate. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation. But
men
going
are
back
not
and
the
forth on
best.
some
Men
shit,
are not the
man,
best
yo.
communicators.
I
And
get
men
that.
and men don't like to take accountability.
I don't know what man you talking about, but I take accountability.
But this is what I'm saying. When the person said, could you ever go back to your ex or, if something dissolved, accountability, respect, love, and prayer can take you a long way.
Yeah. I think respect is number one.
Well, we could do it that way.
I think respect is number one, then
prayer,
everything else.
Prayer, respect, accountability, communication, and love.
I think all that fall under respect. Because once the respect there, communication gonna be easy. Loving that person gonna be easy.
Why you think makeup sex is so good? Because you feel like what just happened is over, and going forward, we ain't gonna have to deal with this again. So your emotions is wrapped up in, oh my God, he understands or she understands, and we able to move forward. That's why the juice is able to flow and you able to kick it and boot it crazy. That's why makeup sex is so amazing. That's why it is. You looked at me like you don't like you looked at me like you don't agree.
I haven't experienced makeup sex in a long time, so I don't know if in a minute. Makeup sex was good though. It was
makeup
good.
Makeup sex.
I forgot how I feel though. I forgot that feeling.
I haven't had makeup sex in a long time either.
See, I'm going on what, 3-4 years.
But makeup sex, if I can remember it, it's amazing. Because especially when you miss the person, I don't know, you might start seeing fairy dust and stars again.
You with these fairy dust, man. Hey, producer. Hey, can you have the fairy dust flying across her head right quick?
It'll be there.
Let me tell you something. When that shit click emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, listen, you could say out of sight, out of mind. You could not be around that person. When you have to, what it is, be proactive. When you have to put the effort into not being around a person, that shit real. When you have to, like, if you and I were a thing and we broke up, you got to make it your business not to be around me. It's like your job to not see me. You got to block me from social media. You got to not follow me. You got to not look, because it's there. But because some people are so stubborn and sometimes things go too far and you let it go too long without fixing shit. And like you said, sometimes people just need to be apart to realize
what they want.
That they supposed to be together.
Yeah, taking a break is not that bad though. Taking a break, I think, is a good idea. Just have some stipulations between when it comes to the break.
What do you mean?
Like, meaning that, hey, if we're gonna take a break, you're allowed to do this or you're not allowed to do that. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, we on a break. We on a break. You can't tell me what I can and cannot do.
Okay, shit, whatever y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everything is a conversation. So some people might feel like that, because some people might be married and they're like, yo, all right, we need a break from each other, but they ain't telling their partner go ahead and you can start fucking other people. You know what I'm saying? They just might need a break so they could realize what they want.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm just saying, I don't care what y'all do on y'all break. You feel me? I'm just saying, it should be a conversation.
Yeah.
But a break is not a bad thing. A break make you realize, damn, do I really want this person? I don't. It's going to help you realize some things.
Yeah. It makes you see if this is what I want and if they are what and who I want. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes when you're apart from someone, you realize they not that bad.
Or they ain't for me.
Or they not for me.
Yeah.
You get clarity, and then sometimes when you're not around someone or you're not in certain situations, you could say, yeah, Lori D shouldn't have talked to me that way. But because I did so-and-so, it is not an excuse, but that's why they did that. But I believe if people would have open communication, a lot of shit wouldn't be the way that it is.
Facts.
Especially like the poly or whatever. If you realize that you want to have sex with multiple people, listen, baby, this is what I want to do. This is where I'm at. And give people a choice if they want to do it or they don't.
Fair.
And then you're able to go on about your business and go on about your way. Or y'all could try to figure it out.
Fair.
You could try to figure it out. But don't go drastic and start living this life and then the person is left behind. That's exactly why people start disrespecting people and start going crazy.
Fair.
And you're supposed to always protect your mate. And that's like we were saying about the Jada thing. Now that she's put it out there that I didn't agree with Will slapping him. I think he took it too far. I think he shouldn't have did that. That's one of the things where if you're not for me, that makes others that's around you think that it's okay to do crazy shit too.
See, I'm starting not to understand their relationship. I thought they had the best relationship at first. Now it's like this relationship confusing me.
What do you mean?
Will and Jada. I'm like, yo, I thought Will had a ride or die chick. Now, lately, she been on some other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? She really showing her ass off. Like, she really don't give a fuck.
I don't think that is that she really don't give a fuck. I think that, everything you sweep up under the rug grows. Everything you don't address grows. Everything you don't pay attention to grows. Everything that you try to hide grows. So I think that this is the shit that she's always done. Now it's at the forefront. Think about it. She always posts the Tupac thing every year for his birthday. And when she does, she posts poems that he wrote her. You could say happy birthday to your long lost dead friend, but to post the love poems, and she talks about how there would never be another connection with another man the way she had a connection with Tupac. She talks about the love that they shared would never be experienced with another man.
That's crazy.
That is totally disrespectful to Will. She is emasculating him.
Yeah,
she is embarrassing him.
Will need to leave. I agree. Will need to take his ass on. Hey, clear it, my nigga. Go find something else, or give her a little break, man, cause she tripping.
They did take a break. Their house so big, they took a break right in the house together. That's when she was with
August. Hold on.
He was living in the house on the other side. August was there living in the house too.
Damn. That's tough.
But see, when you allow the devil in the kitchen, shit get real hot, get real heated.
That's tough.
So you just gotta be careful what you allow and what you're okay with. See, emasculating a man and disrespecting a man and doing it continuously, if he would nip it in the bud when it first happened,
immediately,
it would not happen again.
Immediately.
Or when you walk into a situation, I've had someone say to me, listen, you're not going to talk to me crazy. You're not going to disrespect me. And I'm the man all the time. So I know, don't play with him. You set the tone. And if he has an issue with something, he will let you know. Now, that's the best way to do things, because when things arise, listen, I already told you this. I already told you, if you cheat, I'm gone. I already told you, if you disrespect me, I'm gone. I already told you, if you lie to me, I'm gone. But if you allow things to continue, what you do behind closed doors is going to come to the forefront.
Yeah, it's going to come to light.
People may look at certain people, and that's why I say people say things all the time about relationships. Oh, relationship goals. That's who. You shouldn't compare yourself to nobody.
No one.
Now, sitting in a group, and I could say with you, K.I., you're very smart. You're good with money. You know about real estate. You know yourself. If I wanted to take something from you, you do that. Same thing with cooking recipes. You take it and you tweak it a little bit and make it your own. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Something is all. Everybody got a podcast. You know, we're making our own. We're stepping out on our own. We're doing our own. Eventually, we'll go somewhere and you may have somebody that say, oh, they talked about something that somebody else talked, but we didn't talk about it how they talked about it. You understand what I'm saying? So you make it your own. You do it your own. You tweak it a little bit. But you don't compare your relationship and say, because K.I. and Jennifer are a certain way, why you don't buy me shoes like K.I. does? That's emasculating your man. Facts. That's putting your man down. You shouldn't compare him to another man, as well as, and that's why, let me tell you something. I don't think no nigga should cheat if he ain't sure himself. Because every bitch shouldn't be treated the same. So in this free game, this is the way I think. The only way he's able to stay happy with home if these hoes are just sitting pots. You shouldn't lay in a bed too motherfucking long. And when he start comparing, you should never compare. You shouldn't compare, because when you go over here and she doing this, you have to understand the game. That's her job. She's supposed to do a little bit extra than what's going on over here because she want to come over here. Unless she's just okay with the atmosphere and what y'all have going on.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Number one position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So therefore, people shouldn't compare individuals to each other. You shouldn't compare relationships to each other. You work on yourself, you work on your relationship, and you build from there. That's the problem. People see things in places so much that we want to be like that. Of course, nothing comes from nothing. You come from something. I cut my hair in this bob because I saw somebody else had a nice bob and I wanted to do it. You know, I'm wearing these type of nails because I saw it on another person's Instagram and showed my nail tech and she recreated it. So you don't compare it. And that's the problem, that people don't feel whole. And I could say as women that you always, when a man cheats, he doesn't know what he does to a woman. It breaks us down. It always have us wondering what we got to do. Like, what's wrong with us?
Y'all not at peace.
We're not at peace. Mm-hmm. When a man does that. And when a woman cheats on a man, it does something to him. It put fuel in his fucking fire, and it does something to him too. It hurts him too. It puts him not at peace because it makes him feel like, why this nigga over me? And that's why they always say, if a woman cheats, she better cheat up. She better not downgrade. She better not dim me down. She better cheat up. Because when she cheat down, it make that nigga look at her in a totally different way.
Sheesh.
It make that man look at her like, why the fuck did I make you my wife? Why the fuck did I make you my main? Why did I make you my number one if this is what the fuck you really like? It's like he feels so disrespected, like you should have more respect for yourself than what you did. So if a woman cheats, she better cheat up. Niggas, listen, we call hoes fat, ugly, whatever all the time. It's a pothole. But when a woman cheats, she better cheat up because that does something to a man's ego. That does something to a man's pride, his feelings. It fucks with his mental because it make him really look at you like, I don't even know this bitch. This what she really like? So never compare yourself to a person. And if you communicate, I think that respect is given to a dog. I think if we respect each other at all different heights, because it's not just the words that you say, your actions as well is a form of disrespect as well. You can emasculate a man, especially with finances and different things like that, you know. So we have to learn how to communicate with one another. We have to learn how to respect one another, love on each other in that person's love language. So it's time for us to go. We're ending the night. K.I., you can say some closing remarks, and then I'll close it out.
It's never okay to emasculate the man. It's never okay to make a man feel some type of way, especially like a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? I feel women, if you don't like what your man doing out there, man, just go ahead and leave. Don't give him that pressure where, you know what I'm saying, you start trying to make him feel like he weak and stuff like that. Once you start doing that to a man, you lost that man. That man going somewhere else where he can feel like a king. Just letting you know.
I definitely agree with K.I. I feel like when you know better, you do better. You can have better. I feel like you should never emasculate your man. You should always protect your man. You should love your man, respect your man. And definitely, if he doesn't feel appreciated, he doesn't feel valued and loved and respected, he's gonna go outside. And even if he doesn't like where he is, it's gonna take a lot for him to come back because he feels like he isn't a man when he's with you. So if we communicate, we respect each other, love each other, I think that the word emasculating wouldn't even be an issue. Who wants to tear down they partners, not just their man? Who wants to tear down their partner's ego? And I don't think it has anything to do with race because white, black, confusion is confusion and chaos is chaos. So love your mate, talk to your mate, respect your mate, and that way you guys can build, restore, and renew. We appreciate you guys each and every Wednesday. Watching us, like, share, tell Lottie Dottie and everybody. Talks with Lori D. Peace.
Peace.
Shout out to everybody who showed love. KJ, Lady Joe, Cliff, thank you so very much. Who else we got here? I'm just going down the list real. Chantrell, Dave Russo, one of our biggest fans. Thank you for showing love. Everybody who chimed in tonight, we thank y'all so very much. Got a last one from Chantrell who said, hey, I love this show for being transparent. Thank you so very much. Thank you all for everything y'all doing, all the love y'all show.
I said I would never love again. I said I would never date again. I would never marry again. And I never wanted to be in another relationship. But because I took that break to go through and get through, I believe in love. I will marry again.
Yeah, baby.
I want to be happy. I will give 110%.
Next partner is going to be my... I got to look at you as a business partner. If I can't look at you as a business partner, I don't want to.
I feel you. That God is going to let me know, like, this is him, daughter. You can shake your head about it if you want to.
You know what's crazy?
But that's what I feel like. Now you just...